All right. Well, our photographer, he was working hard up in the band area, up in the bleachers, but we are now joined by the whole Clearfield Bison football team. We've got Coach Janocko. Tim Janocko has been at Clearfield for 35 years. Coach, it's hard to do anything for 35 years, but I assume that this job is not a difficult one to do for as long as you have.
No, it's a job that I've loved my whole life, and I really love this town. I love our school. I love our kids, and it's not a job.
And you're coming off a great season, an undefeated regular season, 12 wins. What are your expectations for this year's group?
Well, our expectations are always the same. We're going to go out and work hard, do the best we can, and have a great year. We have a great bunch of kids here.
All right, we'll turn it over to somebody you will be leaning heavily on, and that's Alan Myers. And Alan, you're a senior, the defensive and offensive lineman, somebody who does the dirty work. And, what kind of pride do you take in doing that for this type of program?
I love it because everybody works hard and we try our best all the time.
What's the mood? You guys have been practicing against each other for so long, but now you get a chance to hit somebody, I won't say different colored uniforms because Du Bois has the same colored uniforms, but somebody that goes to a different school. What's that like?
It's intense. We go intense all week, and then once we get a chance to unleash it, we let it fly.
All right, well, thank you from Alan and the entire Clearfield football team, and certainly Coach Tim Janocko. And Clearfield is the reigning Mountain League Conference champs, but we're going to send it down to Candace Martino in Bellefonte High School. She's going to give us a preview of the rest of the Mountain League. Candace? Yeah, welcome back into Clearfield High School. It's time to talk a little District 10 football. We have our only local representative in the conference, the Du Bois Beavers, and I'm joined by head coach Justin Marshall. And Justin, you were a Du Bois High grad. You had a pretty successful career in a Beavers uniform, the all-time leading rusher at Du Bois there in District 9. So what does it mean for you to be able to come back to your alma mater and kind of give back to the kids in the community?
It's kind of like a dream come true. It's something that from the time that I graduated, I hope that I could come back and do, because I know what it meant to me, and I tell these guys that it's not just about football, it's about a lot of the life lessons and just making it a positive experience the way that my coach did for me.
What are your expectations real quickly for this group?
I'm expecting big things. They're a tight-knit group, and I think the things are in our favor this year.
All right, well, you have a big senior class. We talked about that earlier. We've got two of the senior captains joined by Alex Kovalyk. Yeah, I got that right, kind of. Alex, one of the seniors on this group. What does it mean to be able to play for this Du Bois program, but also play under a guy who played here and did pretty well himself?
It means a lot to us. We have a special bond with our coach. He's obviously been in our shoes before, and we look up to him, and we're just excited to play under him. This will be our third year in the program with him, and we're just excited to get going and play football.
I think 3 wins a year or 2 years ago, 4 wins last year. I've got Chase Husted over here, another senior captain. What are your expectations for this year?
This year we just want to bring it all together, play for each other. In the past few years we've had some really great talent on the team, and we didn't really play together. We couldn't put it all together, but this year we're going to put it together and we're going to play for each other.
All right, well, interestingly enough, Du Bois will open up right here on Friday against Clearfield Friday at 7, but we're going to send it to break. Before we do that, we'll tell you about what's coming up next. Candace Martino will visit with the State College Little Lions. That is all coming up next. You are watching the 2019 Six Sports High School Football Kickoff Show. Thanks, Ryan. Welcome back into Clearfield High School one final time. And yeah, we're going to take a look at last year's District 9 championship game for the large school conference between Ridgeway Johnsonburg and Brockway. This was a true defensive battle between Brockway and Ridgeway Johnsonburg. 29 seconds left in the first half. Brockway strikes first. Peter Downer hits Connor Ford with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The Rovers take a 7-0 lead into halftime. The Elkers tied the game up at 7. And that's where things stand. For a long time, with less than 30 seconds to play in the fourth, Ridgeway Johnsonburg knocking on the door. Medush takes a pitch and scampers 6 yards to pay dirt, sealing a Ridgeway Johnsonburg 14-7 win and a three-peat as D9 champs. All right, well, welcome back into Clearfield High School. It's time to start talking about this year in District 9 and how it's going to shape up. And Kerwinsville will certainly be an inspired football team this year. They lost a living legend in head coach Andy Ivanko in the offseason. He passed away after a long battle with ALS. Ivanko was an all-star on the sidelines. He was at Kerwinsville for 18 seasons. He won 150 games. His winning percentage was north of 70%. And now I am joined with the current Curwensville head coach, and that is Jimmy Thompson. And Coach, first off, what does it mean? You played under Coach Ivanko. What does it mean for you to be able to come into this program and kind of pick up right where he left off?
It means a lot. Coach was a mentor, he was a coach, he was a father figure, so it's a great opportunity to help build on what he grew in our program and continue his legacy forward. And
how do you be respectful but at the same time get these kids and this team ready to play football this season?
It's real easy. I think the easiest way to remember someone is by going out and kind of living your life, a piece of them through you. And what Coach instilled in me as a player, I plan on instilling a lot of the same things into our kids. So I think that's the easiest way for us to do that.
All right, Coach, and certainly one of the players that you'll be leaning heavily on this year is Scott Condon, a junior, and you're on the offensive and defensive line. And Scott, what does it mean for you to be a part of this Curwensville program after everything that you all have been through in this offseason?
It means a lot. I'm definitely playing under a good coach, and I had a good coach for my freshman and sophomore years.
What's kind of the mood around this team in terms of being able to honor Coach and play for him throughout this season?
We're just going to play for him, and this season's definitely going to be for him.
You guys have been practicing for an awful long time,
yeah.
Since the beginning of August, and then doing off-season workouts before that. How ready is this group to finally get on the field and hit somebody in a different colored uniform than the Curwensville black and gold?
We're definitely ready. We're going to come out and hit some people.
And then looking beyond the rest of just not this Friday, but for the entire season, what's the expectation with this group? Because this is a program that has been extremely successful over the last few seasons. You won 7 games a year ago. What do you as players want to accomplish in this season?
We're looking to win a bunch of games, and we're definitely going to come together and play.
All right, well, thank you very much for that. And now we get to focus on Curwensville, yes, but we'll take a look at the rest of District 9 and how that will shape up this season. We start with the District 9 Large School Conference. Ridgeway Johnsonburg is the 3-time defending league champ. The Elkers are coming off an 11-2 season. Head coach Mark Hindle is ready to reload.
You got some new faces and some new places this year, and the quicker that they can gel together as a group and as a unit, the better things could be for us as the season unfolds.
This is year number 2 for Brockway head coach Tom Weaver. He had the Rovers in the D9 title game last season.
You need personnel, like this year. I think we'll do really fine this year. I think we'll be under a lot of teams' radars.
Scott Park's Brookville team will try to build on a nice 6-5 campaign in 2018. The Raiders return a large portion of their offensive and defensive lines.
I feel pretty confident where we're at, and but again, I think the biggest thing we have to do is, as a coaching staff and the teams, we got to stay healthy this year. Punxsutawney is looking for a rebound season. The Chucks return 13 starters.
Our expectations are to have a winning season and make the playoffs. We have a good senior class.
The St. Mary's Flying Dutch are starting fresh with the new head coach, Chris Dvorak.
A lot of parents are saying to me, I can't wait. I hope we win one game this year. And I say, 1 game? Are you kidding me, 1 game? We better win more than 1.
Let's move to the small school conference in District 9. Elk County Catholic is coming off a nice 7-win season. This year, the Crusaders are all about strength in numbers.
You can go out there, you have one guy go out there and rush the ball or throw the ball or make all the tackles, but it's a team effort, and that's kind of what we've always prided ourselves on.
Cameron County Red Raiders hope to turn last year's tough season into a learning experience. First-year head coach Ryan Neiman wants his group to dream big.
They believe in themselves and continue fighting. We can be the sky's the limit.
All right, well, welcome back into Clearfield High School, and what a night it really has been, and what a better way to get ready for the start of the high school football season. We want to thank everybody here at Clearfield High School that helped us put on this show tonight, and especially the schools that came and had to travel, Curwensville High School and Du Bois High School as well. The band was magnificent, the cheerleaders were great, the coaches and players are probably tired of talking to us, and they're ready to get on the football field. So let's send it back down to Ryan down at Richland High School. Ryan?